What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to an abbreviated Wednesday night edition of Down South Sports Fanatics. Of course, I'm always joined by my co-host. What's up, Coach himself, Mr. Darren Burns?
What's up, everybody at the world-famous Buffaloes tonight?
And, of course, the voice himself, voice of reason. What's up, Mr. Dave Robin?
What's up, man? What's going on? Dan Pels can't pull out a game in the fourth quarter, man.
I'm not gonna stay on long. Darren and Dave is gonna stay on and go for about 15 minutes. We're gonna do another show tomorrow night. We're gonna have everybody on. It's just a clustered week, that's all. But thank everybody for joining in. What's up, fellas? Listen, dive into it real quick with me about the Saints. I tell you what, man. I think a lot, just not only the Saints. I think a lot of teams are seeing what they got, making changes already. I think the Saints are going to do the same. I was surprised today because I know y'all talk hard about the salary cap to see that the Denver Broncos are going to move on no matter what from Russell Wilson.
Man, I don't know. I mean, it's a weird – I haven't looked into his contract deep enough. I mean, didn't he sign a big-ass extension, though, at one point?
next year of dead money if they release him.
So the dead money – so they relieve themselves of dead money after next year, or what?
After next year, if they cut him out he matters. He counts $31 million against the cap, no matter what.
For next season, I got you.
Yep.
And hey, man, he might be that much of a problem, dude. With Sean Payton saying, "Hey, that's impeding my growth on what I'm trying to do with this team." You know, it's surprising because he's not been as bad this year as he was last year. He's been a lot better.
Yeah. Go ahead, D.
You don't have to have a running start when you're
Darren, what's up?
What's up? Bad connection tonight for some reason.
Oh, I got you.
Right. That's all right. Well, listen, y'all stay on with him real quick. I'm going to duck out, leave it to y'all. Fatty can join y'all. We'll resume this tomorrow night with y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, being patient with me, and we'll do it again tomorrow night, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy your dinner, brother.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Saints real quick, and we'll talk about everything else tomorrow night.
All right, my brother.
Wrap up the year.
See y'all tomorrow night. I'm going to post about it too, y'all. Thank y'all.
All right, Rich.
Yeah, thanks for the introduction too, man.
All right, but thank you.
Forgot all about me.
I'm sorry, Sonny, I'm producer. What up?
Yo.
Damn.
You're always forgetting about you, Fatty.
I know, right?
He never comes on.
So, Dave, what's up with these damn Pelicans, man?
Dude, they piss me off, man. Golly, they upset me right now, man. They cannot finish a game in the fourth quarter to save their lives, man. It's like, I don't know, man. They got to figure out that dynamic, man. Like, like these great teams like last year with the Nuggets, Jokic and Murray. Like, you got to have B.I. and Zion, everybody feed off them. It just feels like we get confused in the fourth quarter with these big possessions. We make a lot of mistakes,
Right. Well, you know what I noticed, too? CJ's job is to pass the ball around. I mean, he had 2 assists last night. The reason why I know is because I took him in like a 9-man parlay, and he made me miss out on $700 because, he only had 2 assists instead of 6.
Yeah, man. I think with McCollum, man, look, I like CJ, man, but I don't know if – I think this team has to have some plan in place. I know today's positionless basketball that everybody tries to, go by that motto. I think you need a floor leader once in a while, man. I mean, you don't necessarily need, an elite point guard with the team that we have, but you need a guy that manages the game. I feel like there's too many lost possessions with the game on the line with this team. It feels like we're getting into the shot clock too late. Like you said, we're just not passing the ball well in the fourth quarter. We're settling for horrible shots. We're turning the ball over. There's some things that need to be fixed. I mean, because this team all game long looks like a contender. And then, Houston, Memphis twice now. We dropped the ball late in the fourth quarter.
What about Jose? Jose, what's up with Jose? He I don't hear his name too much. Good night.
Yeah, dude, he's not getting a lot of.
I don't hear Jose's name too much this year. I know he was hurt for a little bit.
Yeah, he's not getting a ton of run, man. Like his minutes look like they're down to me. I mean, I like Jose as a spark off the bench, but yeah, you would think maybe at times he would come in certain spots. I mean, it's weird what they're doing with the rotation right now because the rookie Hawkins, he's not really seeing the floor ever since Trey Murphy healed up. He's not seeing as many minutes. Alvarado's minutes look like they're down. I mean, I have to check on that, but it's some odd things. I think Willie's a good coach, but I don't know if he's just trying to find. It's like a little bit of a project right now, trying to find his guys that work well together. It's like we should be at that point by now. I mean, this is his third year here. Some of these guys are second-year guys, but we got to put it together, man. It's got to be better managed in that fourth quarter. What's up with So what you guys think? I mean, Fatty's here. We got Darren here, man. What do y'all, man? Were we just overmatched with that Rams game that we didn't realize it going in that much, or what?
Actually, I want to go back to real quick.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be better, man. So you had Joey said it says it looks like the Saints had injuries.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, he got a bad connection tonight.
I can't.
Yeah,
yeah, you got a bad connection tonight, Darren. Bad.
Is Darren cutting out a little bit?
Bad.
I'm sounding a little low. Fatty, you were just saying something about you talking about the Pelicans or
no the Broncos? No, I was going to say about Russell Wilson. If Sean Payton can't do nothing with you, something's wrong.
Yeah, dude. I mean, do y'all have any ideas of where this guy could even go at this point? I mean, is he hanging him up? I mean, after this happens,
I think he'll play, but he ain't gonna get paid like he's not gonna get paid. I just don't believe that. I mean, he's a lot better than a lot of the guys out there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a team that pick him up.
First name came to me is, isn't his wife from Atlanta, Ciara, the musician?
I have no clue.
I might be wrong on that. Darren, I don't know if Darren knows offhand, but if his wife's from Atlanta, man, I mean, does that get a little weird for y'all? If they're going to cut him loose and, the next team could pick him up basically dirt cheap. I mean, would Atlanta be a team to go bring him in for a year or two and develop a young quarterback that they draft next April?
Arizona. I mean, it could be Arizona.
Yeah.
New York. The Giants. I mean,
because he's going to come cheap, dude. He's going to come a little bit cheaper, like you said. So that makes it really intriguing.
But yeah, if Sean Payton can't do nothing with you, something's not working over there.
It's got to be something personal, man, Fatty. I think it's got to be some kind of personal issues there. Because, I mean, and I'm not saying Russell Wilson's a top 10 quarterback anymore. Those days are gone. But, his numbers aren't terrible. I mean, there's a lot of holes in that team, but his numbers are decent. He's got like 26 touchdowns. I think it was 8 INTs. I mean, his yardage is good. His QBR is like around 98. So, I mean, it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not terrible, like, to say release the guy. It's got to be something with his attitude. Him and Peyton's relationship's got to be strained at this point.
Yeah, and I had him starting in my fantasy, and I'm playing for a championship this week.
Yeah, no, we got Darren back now.
I was having problems.
Yeah. Where's the dancing bear, man? What happened to him tonight, man?
I don't know. Listen, man, Russell Wilson, man, they tanking. They don't have a problem with each other. He don't want to win no more, so he gets a decent draft. I mean, that's smart. The playoff contention is out. I mean, some fantasy owners aren't going to be happy about it. But, I mean, I think their probability of making the playoffs was like 2.5% or something.
I said it before. Do you want them to go to the playoffs? I mean,
I don't want the Saints to go to the playoffs.
No. No, but let me ask you, but Darren, did you see that report? Our buddy Chris, who does a podcast with us once in a while, Texas Chris, man, he posted that they're planning on releasing Russell Wilson in March.
That'd be a hell of a hit, huh? For them?
No, not really. It's only gonna be like probably a $24 million hit this year. But if they wait till next year, I think the big money comes.
So the way his contract's structured, they must be beyond a lot of the dead money. Because I mean, this would be like cap disaster, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So I haven't explored that contract enough. I'm gonna check it out when I get out of here. I don't know if anybody knows it at home, offhand. But like you said, Fatty, and the same with you, Darren. I mean, it's going to be a hit, but it's probably something, they're just going to deal with it next year and then just, draft a new young quarterback and just, take the cap hit next year. And then beyond that in 2025, have a clean, cap slate, basically.
Hey, can y'all read what I put underneath my name?
tank and draft JDs?
I mean, listen, fellas, listen. That's why I guess I'll always be a minor league coach, and I'll probably, I can never coach nothing else because I would literally be in coaches' meetings like, listen, is it really worth us winning the next 4 games, make the playoffs, and get dog washed? Because
No.
we playing
I
like
don't even think they even have to tank. Just keep playing the way they are. I mean, they
Yeah, I
tank
mean, that's
but
what I'm saying.
no, you
Does this
turned
team
around and
even
you
beat
beat
Tampa?
Carolina. You beat Carolina. You beat the Giants. You don't beat them teams. You lose to them. You go out on like a 5 or 6 game losing streak. You get like, number 7 pick. You draft JD.
You know what, Darren? I think if we had the right front office guys, and look, no offense to Loomis, man, he did a lot here, man, and I'm not trying to throw Mickey under the bus completely. I know some episodes it seems that way, but I don't know if Mickey's going to stay here. He has to be a numbers guy. He has to get the right, group of guys around him. I don't think Dennis Allen's it. I don't think Pete Carmichael's it. Maybe Jeff Ireland. I have faith in that guy, but I think, like you said, I think if you had the right structure at the top, I think you'd be doing that right now. I think right now it seems like everybody's trying to cover their ass and keep their job by making that win-loss record look a little more presentable at the end of the day. But I think it's the wrong idea, dude. We should be honestly, we're not going nowhere this year. You do tank. Get those extra move up those extra spots in the draft. Get a Jaden Daniels or Drake May or
So
even
look, man,
Caleb Williams if he falls.
I'm always a big Loomis fan. Y'all know that. I always,
Mhm.
but the more I've been pondering on it and licking my wounds from these ass whippings we taking, even though I'm kind of happy in a sense, I think it might be time, besides maybe Jeff Ireland, to clean house. I mean, I'm talking about total top to bottom, have a big ass meeting, say, Jeff Ireland, you could stay. The rest of y'all fired. Like the whole, everybody. I'm talking about the water boys, the security guards, the
Like Richie, hey man,
janitors.
you channeling your inner Richie, man. Even though Richie ain't with us right now, you channeling it, man.
Listen, I mean, Richie, I'm going to give Richie right on this one. I think he was right on this, but the whole part, that time when he was like, Kansas City's not even making the playoffs. I don't know. He was on that cough medicine that night.
Oh man.
Let's talk about Kansas City for a minute, though. I know we ain't staying on long, but man, what in the do the Chiefs have the worst wide receiver core in the NFL?
I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely up there, man. I think they really look. Mahomes, as great as he is, man, you just can't. It's getting hard to make it work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's bad. I mean, Kadarius Toney's been a disaster. I mean, I like Rice, but I mean, most of those other guys could all hit the bricks, man. I mean, I'd keep one guy out that group.
Kelsey.
We're right, Kelsey. To me, Kelsey, Pacheco, and Rice. Everybody else, to me, could be expendable in that entire offense. But besides the line, But the other skill position players on offense, man, they need to be, deported or something.
I would keep Clyde Edwards-Helaire for a backup, though. I mean, he's not doing bad, really.
Right. I mean, let him sit behind Pacheco. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, Clyde's been better this year, man. He's been nice in the backup role.
And that O-line's not that good this year, though, bro. Like, something's wrong. Like, he's getting – like, I watched the game, and literally he was in shotgun. When the ball hit his hands, the D tackle was on his ass. I was like, holy shit.
Dude, I'm thrown off this week, but I mean, I don't know what you and Fatty think about it, man. There's been some surprises. I mean, I know we're not going to get into a ton of things, but I mean, it's hard to ignore what happened to San Francisco. I mean, and look, and I don't want to write San Francisco off because that team could go. Kyle Shanahan could go right back to the drawing board and have that team super ready to play, this coming week, and they could continue to kick ass. It might have just been a bump in the road, but man, the Ravens, dude, like just keep doing it, man. Like the Ravens are like just a well-oiled machine, man, and they're not the sexiest team on paper outside of Lamar. Hey, there's a really good defense, but there's not a bunch of, household names throughout this roster, besides Lamar. And maybe Roquan Smith, Marlon Humphrey. But after that,
You know what drives me nuts? I don't forget about my guy, Patrick Queen, too.
Well, no, Patrick Queen's a bad dude, man.
Don't forget about Patrick Queen. That's my guy. But look what I'm telling you, though. You know what else? And then we can get off, because I know we're not staying on long. Look, I'm tired of the moxie of the MVP candidates always being quarterbacks. Who are you going to give it to? Brock Purdy blew his load. Josh Allen's not even in the conversation.
Right.
And listen, before the game the other day, Lamar's quarterback rating was a 69.1.
Yeah, I mean,
so you can't do that. Listen, if this doesn't go to Tyreek or Christian McCaffrey, then I mean, just go ahead and call it the best quarterback award.
That's a hell of a point. I mean, because look, it's the year of the backup quarterback. So many guys are down for the season. You know, so many big names. And I mean, like you're saying, I mean, Allen. I'm a big Josh Allen guy, but I can't, rightfully give him MVP the way the season's going. Although they got a shot to really salvage it and get in, I can't give it to him. Mahomes, it's not the guy's fault, but you can't go his way. Like you said, Lamar leaves a little to be desired. Look, hey, he makes plays. I know everybody's anointing him MVP, but I mean, he's having a great year. But I don't know. I mean, to me, this year for him isn't as impressive maybe as some years past. And I know it might sound crazy to some, but I don't know. I think he's he's having a hell of a year. He's definitely in the top 3 in the voting without a doubt. But I'm with you, dude. I mean, Purdy blew his shot, and I mean, to me, this would be the year for a position player like Tyreek or McCaffrey, because you take those guys away from those teams, and I think that they're not who they are.
I mean, you kind of learned that. I mean, what they was up pretty good when Tyreek got hurt a couple of weeks ago. Who the hell was they playing? They had a nice lead too, and they blew it at the end. Remember?
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I think it was Jacksonville. But, I mean, Jacksonville's no pushover neither. You know what I mean? But still, Tyreek came out the game, and they put their number 1 on Jalen Waddle, and it was over with. You know what I mean? So
take something away from that offense, man.
Tyreek's got to be up there. Christian McCaffrey's got to be up there. And I believe that Jackson is 3rd in voting,
Right.
I mean, that's what it is, Well, we can talk about this some more tomorrow night.
I'm sure we got some nice different opinions.
Hey, want to thank everybody for joining today. Don't forget to like and share our page. And listen, once we get shirts, once we get over 2,000 followers, we're going to do a little giveaway.
Awesome.
So don't forget, like and share, get your friends in there. That way
look at you doing Richie's job better than him.
Wait, what?
Richie just threw a fork wherever he's at, man. Richie just threw that cutlery.
I was like, you doing Richie's job
you would think Dion just came on the podcast or something,
right?
Man.
Hey, I wanted to tell everybody, we got a bolo out for Richie Plemon. Deion Sanders was spotted near him eating dinner, and we haven't heard from him in over 37 and a half minutes.
I'm going to work on that picture tonight.
Do that. Hey, man. Fellas, y'all have a good one. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, and we'll see y'all tomorrow night.
Yes, sir. Let's do it, guys.
See everybody tomorrow.
Tomorrow, guys.